To advertise with us, donate sponsorships and suggestions, email us at trendafricatv@gmail.com or call us on 773-312-0318 or 773-756-6678. Remember to also follow and like us at Trend Africa TV on Facebook so you can always catch us live. On Instagram as Trend Africa TV 123 or subscribe to our YouTube channel as Trend Africa TV and click on the notification button to watch previous shows. You can also visit our website for your African news, entertainment, fashion, and sports updates on www.trendafricaonline.net. Trend Africa TV, redefining Africa.
What it do, my people? It's your boy Kingsley Ego B, aka King the Preacher, aka the Peacemaker, aka the Joy of the People is my peace of mind. You are now watching Trend Africa. Don't touch that dial. If you won't touch her. Come on there. Keep watching Trend Africa. We are here. Africa has come to stay. Don't touch that dial. One love. Keep watching. Ratata.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Woman Talk Show on Trend Africa TV. I am Empress Mousy, all the way from Illinois, Chicago, and I am here with my beautiful co-host, Key Mama. Key Mama, are you there joining us from New York?
Thank you. Yes, Joanna, as you all know, thank God it's Thursday and Woman to Woman. We are back on again.
Yes, viewers, I would like to plead with everyone to go ahead and share the page. Invite your friends and family and even your enemies. Just send them the link just to annoy them. Just send them the link and they'll open it and see that, oh, wow, something great is going on. They could even use this opportunity to even start loving you because you are sharing some really good information with them. So, viewers, we are going to take a little break and we'll be right back. And as you can see,
it's here for Mechiamo God's afternoon. Yes, fellow Ghanaians, this is a public service announcement. No need to get excited. Your watch it stays the same. It's in the brown box now. Look at it right there in the green leaf. Bibiansa sign. Why? Mamunsru. Yep, rocks watch it. The watch in a jar, that's a specialist. Jar, you see, yep. We got a huge contract. This is for hotels and folks from out of town. Yep. Mamunsru. Environmentally friendly. Stays hot. I got a plastic. I gotta go. But this is not for you. I mean, you got a choice, but your choice, your watch it stays the same. It's Mamunsru. Rocks watchy. The original is there. In the second demo. Yep. Powder for Fukramudi, hey, who's that? Anyway, we open right now. It's lunchtime. The number to call is 0244-676742, 0244-797911. Rocks watch it to the world. Catch them and see a fan World Cup. Yes, yeah, do be a bit.
Hi, my name is Wachiame Kwame, the Rap Doctor. Coronavirus is a stubborn one, and because of this small virus, the whole world is on lockdown. But hey, hope is not lost. When you need a doctor, you mustn't go anywhere. All you have to do is to call mobile doctors. They will send a doctor to your home, send a fleb to come and take your blood sample.
I will authorize the pharmacist to bring the medication to your home. Don't go anywhere. Mobile doctors will bring everything to you wherever you are.
If you are looking for a discount, just call and give them this code OKMD and they'll give you an amazing discount. Mobile Doctors is my choice and I recommend it for you. For more information, log on to www.mobiledoctors.net. Mobile Doctors, the doctors in your home.
Hello, viewers, and welcome again to the Woman to Woman Talk Show on Trend Africa TV. I am your host, Empress Mousy, and I am here with my beautiful co-host, Key Mama, from all the way New York. The woman is so beautiful, such a beautiful, beautiful soul and beautiful personality. These are the kind of women you would like to marry in your house, you know. And I'm so proud. I'm so proud to call her my friend. Viewers, today we want to talk about Father's Day. This is a post-Father's Day talk show, and we want to talk about Father's Day. We want to talk about why fathers are less celebrated. You know, when it's Mother's Day, everybody's running all over the place trying to put things in order and trying to get presents and just something special for their mothers. But when it comes to the fathers, we are more laid back and we are not really bothered. We just get them something and we move on with life. So we want to talk about why Father's Day is less celebrated. Well, Mother's Day was officially recognized by the U.S. government in 1913, and Father's Day had to wait until 1972. That should even tell you that nobody really was bothered about celebrating fathers. Kim Mama, I don't know if your father is still alive, but what kind of relationship do you have with your father?
Oh, thank you, lovely viewers, and our loyal viewers that stick with us every other Thursday. As you know, my name is Key Mama, and as you said, fathers are less celebrated. Why not? I have a great relationship with my dad. May he so rest in peace. My father was very strict. And, you know, when I remember anytime, you know, when we're young, they send you like to go and buy something. You have to be on your heels. Because if you delayed, you have to answer why you were late. And he was a very lovely dad. He was there. He will make sure, you know, assist my mom for us to get to school on time. Always on top of whatever that he does as a father. So my father, he was there for us. And although he's gone, I still celebrated him. So I'm so lucky and blessed to have a wonderful father.
Okay, Key Mama. I also have a father. My father is still alive. However, I would unfortunately say that I don't have a very good relationship with my father because growing up, my father raised me. There was no woman in the house. It was just the kids and the father. And then before later on, he decided to get married. But even when he decided to get married, he was always gone. I mean, our school fees was paid, but we hardly saw him. We only saw him in the morning when he was leaving. And then you see him at night when, even sometimes at night, we don't see him. So every time he had an interaction with us or with me, he was only interacting with me to discipline me. You know, maybe he asked me to do something, I wasn't able to get to it on time, or I just didn't do it. And you know, growing up, I was a little bit very, very rebellious when I was a teenager. So it's kind of like, now that we are older and I'm now an adult, I'm on my own, taking care of myself. I tried to reach out to him so many times, but he's decided not to answer the phone. He's decided not to get involved with any of me or my siblings. We've gone to his house, and he lives just a town away in Wisconsin. We've been to his house knocked on his door, he wouldn't open the door. Even if he's home, he will only open the window and ask you, what do you want here? We should live here. You know, so when it's Father's Day, it's very difficult for me when I see people celebrating their fathers and wishing their fathers were still alive when mine is alive and he doesn't want to have anything to do with his children. You understand? But I also understand that sometimes when you are not being involved, don't involve yourself. When you are not being contacted, don't contact. Like, you should know your position in people's lives. And sometimes family, you try as much as possible to be family with someone, and they don't want to be family with you. So there's nothing I can do. Whatever I'm going to do as a child, I will do it, but I can't kill myself. That song says. The Nigerian song has been saying, I can't kill myself, so anyway, today too.
You're right. I agree and also disagree with you. But maybe I have you take the time to find out why he's behaving the way he's behaving. And also, I always tell people that as Christian or believers, if we are going according to the scripture, it said, honor thy father and thy mother, and your days shall be long. So on that note, I will say, continue to do your part. When it's Father's Day, send a card over, send a flower or whatever that you know that he likes. Continue to do it, and you will receive your blessing, and leave the rest for him to worry about it. But as a child, I will say, do your best and honor your father. Although he's not there, that's why it's like, let's celebrate it. But as a child and as as believers, we should honor our parents so our days shall be long. I will encourage you that continue to knock at the door, the window, everything you can do it, and he will get fed up too. Right?
I really appreciate the advice. However, I am someone that I don't like to cry over spilled milk. You understand? I have played my part, but how long can I play my part? And I can just pray for long life for him. I appreciate. I mean, he put me and my siblings through very, very expensive schools. I remember he went to international schools. That is why I am the way I am. I am very open-minded. My father took us to international schools, and I realized he was paying a lot just for, we are 4 siblings, and he was paying a lot just for 4 of us to go to international schools in Nigeria. And then when my children, when my siblings, when we even got older and we moved back to Ghana from Nigeria, we still went to very good schools in Ghana. My sister went to my brother went to Alcid Academy in Jolu, and then my sister went to she was in school with JJ Ron's daughters, some school in Ridge. So all these schools are international schools and very, very, very expensive schools. So I know he was really struggling to pay our school fees, and I used to feel so bad for him because to have 4 children going to international schools in Ghana and in Nigeria, it wasn't easy. So now that we are older, we really want to appreciate him and we want to serve him and want to do things for him, but he still wants to treat us as children. He still wants to tell you, go and sleep, and then you should go and sleep. He's not putting into consideration that, oh, this is a 30-year-old woman now, or this is a 40-year-old woman now, or this is a 50-year-old woman now. He just feels like, if you are my child and I say sleep, sleep. And I say get up, get up. There's no negotiation. There's no talking as adults. And so sometimes I wonder, is it because he's an Ewe man? The Ewe men are super, super, super strict. So that is why sometimes when Ewe men come close to me and start try to be fresh with me, I'm like, no, If you are anywhere, don't even continue. Don't even ask my name. Just pass.
Be careful, oh, before the airway people start jumping on you. But anyway, like you said, your father sacrificed so much for you,
Yeah.
making sure he gave you a good educational foundation. Based on that, like I said, continue to do your best, and be humble. You know who he is, how strict he is. Don't use that against him, but find a way that you can work your way back into his life, and just manage it. Nkakra, nkakra, balance small, a few. And so we get there.
But the funny thing is, he's appreciating me from afar. I hear people call me, telling me, oh, your father is so proud of you. He was telling me that's his daughter. So if that is your daughter, why aren't you coming close to your daughter? These are some of the
Because
things.
the daughter don't want to listen. The daughter doesn't want to be a daughter because you see, some people have the tendency of hard to see, give up that father and a child relationship. So it's very difficult for him that he's losing control of you, or he has lost control of you.
Well,
So
it just
that's some
happens
of
that
the
people
struggle.
age. People age and become matured. So I am not that little girl that he can be shouting on or screaming at, or I can't. I just cannot accept that. Anyway, we have a very important personality, and I'll let him introduce himself, Mr. St. John of Meduse Designs. Before we go on, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, if I can find the list. And our sponsors, we want to thank Omama TV, Holiday Africa TV, Powerhouse Media and Restaurants, Akese Skylines and Designs, Meduse Designs, and Odinuhu Designs. Also, we would like to thank the Ghana National Council for supporting Trend Africa in all our endeavors. Young man, thank you for joining the show. Could you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
Okay, thank you so much for having me as well. Well, my name is Kwejo Edu Amiao, aka Niklote, aka St. John, aka Kwamet. Well, I'm the CEO of Kwamet TV and KH Radio, and also the social media strategies of KTA Mobile, the only mobile company in the US by an African. I think this is all I have to say for now.
So you are an entrepreneur. I chop on new cloth.
Oh man, Injosu.
Anyway, guys, this is Meduse Design, and he runs Meduse Design with his beautiful wife, who once in a while you guys see me wearing some beautiful mask, and this man sponsored this mask for the show, and even sent a couple to be given to the Ghana National Council here in Chicago. This man, I mean, this is a very generous and good-hearted man. We would use this show opportunity to post his social handles so that you can follow him on Instagram, Facebook. Let's support each other, guys. If through Trend Africa he gains more viewers, that would be so beautiful. So over an ending cloth.
Yeah.
No
problem.
So Niklote, I guess you've been listening to the conversation this far.
Yeah.
And we are talking about, this is a post Father's Day celebration show where we are talking about how fathers are less celebrated. So if you could please go ahead and is your father alive, and what was your relationship with your father, and did you celebrate him at all?
Okay, my father is not alive, and I didn't grow to see my dad. So it's like, wow, my father is my mom, and my mom is my mother. But I heard you saying something. There's one thing that we don't have to forget. it doesn't matter how old you are. If your dad is still alive, you are a kid. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you are 60 years, 80 years. Once your dad is alive, you are a kid. Until we accept those things, there's no way we can have good relationship with our parents. So please, this is just to you. I am a big host, Mausi. It doesn't matter. Fathers will always be controlling. Mothers will always be controlling, because once they give birth to you, they will see you as a kid. Period. You can't change that. So all you need to do is just come down to their level, the way they want you to be, and have that special relationship with them. Until they leave this earth, there is no way you forever be a kid.
So,
yeah.
Mr. Niclotte, I'll forever be a kid in the sense that what I'm trying to say, if he's going to be talking to me without respect and be, just talking to me anyhow, you want me to just accept it because he's my father?
Okay, the issue is, you know your dad that much. Maybe there are some things with your dad. You know that is the behavior of your dad. You know that is how your dad talks. So if those things exist already, it's something you know about it already. There's nothing that you can do to change your dad. Because at this moment, it's like you feel, well, we're not here to address your situation, so let's end it here. I just don't want to, it's not about addressing your situation, but I want people to understand that our parents will forever see us as kids. They always want us to come to them for advices and stuff like that. The issue is, once you are a grown-up, you can take decisions on your own. Sometimes when they are advising, you just listen to them. You let them fool you listening to them. At the end of the day, whatever you do is up to you.
Right.
So that is what I will plead with everyone, not you, because you are not the only person that is having that problem. There might be other people watching or listening that are in that same situation, but we just have to understand, sometimes we have to put some things behind us and just move on. When they're talking, just listen. It's like you and your husband. If you're talking to your husband and your husband is not paying attention, you get angry. So when your father is talking to you, just let it seem like you're paying attention. At the end of the day, whatever he or she is telling you doesn't mean that that is what you have to do, because you're on your own already. You're not living under his shelter.
Right.
So just pay them attention, because those things are what they enjoy. He's my kid. He's my this. He's my that. So let them enjoy that till they die. That is what they want to enjoy. So that's it. That is what maybe I would like to say. I'm not addressing your situation, but I'm addressing, it's not just you. There are people like that are having that problem, even with their mothers and stuff like that. So we just have to accept them. I've had issues like that with my mom. Maybe she wants you to do something, or she will tell you something. I just look at her, I listen. At the end of the day, I'm here, you are somewhere else. Then I do what I think is going to help me, but not you. By paying attention to them, it makes them feel comfortable. By making them,
we Africans.
Yeah.
It's like you cannot, your mom cannot, or your dad or your mom cannot be doing anything wrong, and then you tell them, oh dad, what you did is wrong, or what mom, what you are doing is wrong. They'll take it that hey Jamie, everything is hey Jamie, and I'm like, no,
that is the culture. That is the culture.
That is wrong. That is
no. My sister here. That is you have to understand. Otherwise, you have a cultural conflict.
Yeah.
That is the culture that they grew up. That on your call, Odin Tranyaba can say, Oba Tinko, Not just say what I know because you so didn't trolley. I
No,
can't imagine.
so you want
She
to
on
tell
your
me
car.
if your mom or your dad is doing something that you think is not right, you cannot say, my dad, I didn't like the way you talked to me in front of everybody, or I didn't like the way you did this. Or you cannot tell your dad nicely and then it will be okay. He has to take it to another level.
You see, the mindset of our parents is that you have to fear them. Like with our culture, yes, they always want to put fear. With our culture, they always want to put fear in you. That is why you realize that sometimes when we are in Ghana, we behave differently. When we travel and we see both sides of the coin, then we realize, oh, these are some of the things that at least we could do that we think it's okay for us, but our parents will not see it that way. You see, fathers, we are on fathers. Fathers always want to be feared. They always want to be controlling. Anytime you see them, they want you to be hiding. That is what they see or they think is respect to them. So immediately they realize it's like you rocking shoulders with them, you start arguing with them, they feel no. They don't feel that manly attitude. They don't see themselves to be controlling, being the man of the house, because that is how it is. But you see, with this modern time, things have changed. And for your dad to accept that, it will need a total change of mindset. His mindset and your mindset now is different.
Not at this point of age, no.
Yes, the way he was brought up is different. Even though you were brought up differently, you've understood some things differently, and you've realized that there is more room for improvement and stuff like that. You see nothing wrong with it, so you won't do that to your kids. But that is the way your dad is programmed his mind. So it will be very difficult to change it. But sometimes the approach too is something that you also have to be mindful when you're communicating with them, because with the adults, if you are not careful, you can be so nice, but they will still say you are not nice. You are being rude, because they think, oh, whatever you're saying is not in line with them. So they will brand you as a rude person or something like that.
Because with me, I'm a very outspoken person. I've always been very, very, very outspoken. I try to even when I was with the church, when I used to go to church, I had a problem with, I see something going wrong in the church, or the pastor says something that don't sound right. I will walk up to the pastor after the show and be like, you said something over here. I don't understand. Or you're telling me I shouldn't be wearing eyelashes to church, but your daughter and your wife are wearing it. Why is that? I'm always asking questions because I want to understand. Why are some people more equal than some people? So
okay, let me ask this, and anybody watching, especially if you are outside Ghana, you will see these things with Ghanaians. Anytime they tell you something and you start to ask questions, what do they say? You are too known.
No.
It's normal with Ghanaians, but you see, like in this country, we ask questions. Before you do anything, you need to understand whatever you're going to do. Even at the hospital, they give you explanation for everything. But in Ghana, it's not like that. You see, the dictatorship attitude has been with people over there. It's like whatever I say should be final. So anytime you start asking questions, you start probing them, it becomes a problem. Right. So until we start to understand those things, it's like whatever, we will see them to be different people. But let's understand that we have seen both sides of the coin. Maybe they have not. And there are even some people that have seen both sides of the coin, like being outside Ghana and being in Ghana. But that is their attitude. They've decided not to change.
Right.
So that is also a problem.
Okay. I would like to come in here and give you an example of a father who raised his 4 children over here in the diaspora. He sacrificed so much, work overtime, making sure they go into good school. studying. I can't imagine because I know him personally.
Mhm.
He gave up everything and put the energy and focus into these children. Today, by God's grace, all those children are wonderful. They're doing great. But one came out of it that, you know, in a way, doesn't meet face to face with the dad because thinking, hey, I am me now and I have reached a level and my educational background and I know all and I can do it what I know you don't know. But hello, whatever that you have learned now as a child, whatever you have gone through, remember your father has been there. So your father will be talking out of experience. Your father put a hold on his education or whatever that he's supposed to do for himself and sacrifice it to you. So your father, like Sean said, your father will always see you as that child. So when you come back to him harshly, or maybe you're doing something and you going or you taking a route, and he find out that most of the time, like our father has this instinct and can say that this route that you are taking, you will end in a deadly end. So just be mindful. And some of the child will say, "Oh, you are not wishing me good luck. You're wishing me bad luck. You're not this." But that is the something that God has given to our parents or our dads, the instinct to be able to read ahead and say, "My child, slow down. The direction that you are taking, it will not end you well." But the child might think that the father it's kind of jealous. So it becomes like a rivalry issue. For example, like you said, father will be telling you that because I am matured, I have my own kid, I have my own children, you can't tell me to, I heard that, because normally now the fathers will be here, and since we're talking about fathers, although the mothers are there, but the focus is on the father. A
Yeah.
father might hear from a friend, "Oh, I see Key Mama out there." Let's say my father will say, "Oh, Key Mama, they told me that you on air talking about certain issue, blah 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 blah. I don't want you to get involved in that issue." It's not, my father watching out for me. So all I have to say is, "Okay, Dad, I heard you, and I'll be careful what I say and everything." That's all. But you are not in the position to argue that, "Dad, what I'm saying is right and I have to do it and the people must hear it," and you don't know what I'm talking about. Right away, you use that clause. You don't know what I'm talking about. Your father might take it into different interpretation that you think he is stupid. That
Yep.
is what, "Oh, so now my child think that I'm stupid and I don't know." That is most our African parents. They interpret certain into their own understanding. Maybe
Mhm.
you are saying it, out of, open mind, free mind. "Oh, Dad, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what's going on." But your dad will go back and say, "Did he or she really tell me I don't know what's going on? Look stupid when I say it." So now he began to develop some pain and anger within, whereby you have no idea that what the statement made has taken it to a different level. So then you continue, then you get to a point you say, "You know what? I think my child is not respecting me. And anytime that I say something and try to redirect him or her, he tried to tell me that I don't know, I don't have sense." That's how you didn't say that, but that's the interpretation that you're going to do. Am I right, Sean? Since you're a father, am I right or wrong?
You are right.
So today we are going to be talking about why fathers are less celebrated. In my
Yeah.
opinion, I think fathers are less maybe celebrated because I believe women we like attention a lot. So
What
um
women what lack attention?
we want attention.
Oh, okay.
We want attention a lot. So
Okay.
and besides, the bond a mother will have with the child, I think is different from maybe it's more than the bond a father would have with the child, because bonding with the child, I believe, starts from conception in the womb. You know, once you become pregnant, your heart and this child's heart is beating in unison. Sometimes you hear the heart going before yours, sometimes it's in unison, and sometimes the heart, you know, you can feel the heart beating, you can feel the kicks in your womb, and so that is a bond. Then the second bond also is triggered during delivery. The pain you have, to go through to bring that child into the world, you know, and some women have to even lose their lives during childbirth. So you know that when you get older and you understand what women have to go through to bring a child into this world, it makes you want to appreciate your mother in a different way, in a kind of like a special way. And then a third phase of bonding, I would say, is when during when you're always feeding, maybe you are breastfeeding the child, you know, there is this, the child is able to sense that it is you, though even when the child is born, the child cannot see, but the child can feel, the child can smell, you know, and once the child even opens their eyes, you are the first person they'll be seeing, because when you are feeding, they are looking right into your eyes, you know. So after a while, they might be seeing this man always in the picture here and there, always caring for them, but the person they always usually know first is their mother, if the mom is still alive after childbirth. So it's like, we women, we want a lot of attention too. We want to always be appreciated, you know. Even when we are married or we have boyfriends, we want occasional flowers, we want chocolates. You want to feel like you are special, you know. You want to feel like your child is appreciating you for being their mother. And the mothers also have a special, you know, we have this soft spot for our children. No matter how bad our children are, we always have this soft spot for our children. And then most of the men in the household turn out to be disciplinarians, so they rather run away from the father.
They're watching sports.
What's that? They're watching sports, I know.
They're watching sports.
So Niclote, over to you. Why do you think fathers are less celebrated?
Okay. I think there are so many reasons. You've made mention of some, and what I would say is it's all about how kids are also being trained at home.
Right.
You realize that kids do have or spend more time with their parents and with the mom more than the dad.
Right.
And also how the kids are being trained at home. We always you just said it, making the men do almost all the discipline. It's like when something happens that you, the women, can handle it, you won't handle it. Or you will say you'll be threatening the kid. You let's wait, and when your dad comes, you will see what will happen to you. And this same mom, when the dad does beat maybe the kid, this same mom will call the kid and try to console the kid and prove to the kid that I'm the best. But you are the same person that put that kid in that situation.
Hey,
it's like,
St. John,
you see,
hey.
The women are always the women are always putting the men in a situation that makes the men looks bad. And that is a big problem, which is not good. The issue is, if a kid does something, don't wait till the dad comes before you discipline the kid or you do something to the kid. Because the more you guys keep on doing that, you making the man seems to be a bad person, which is not helping. So with this, I will advise all the women, all the mothers out there, please, that behavior needs to stop, because it's really, really not helping at all. We're always making fathers seem to be the bad person in the family, and that is really not helping the family at all. And I think that, you see, moms always want to be so nice to the kids. It's like anything good is the mom, is the mom, is the mom. That is why we tend to love our mothers more than our fathers. And also, you see, because sometimes our fathers also have the in mind that they need to be feared. Our like the kids and the whole family needs to fear them, be afraid of them. When they hear of them coming home, then everybody have to hide. You have to make sure you're doing things right. That attitude and that behavior is also not helping at all. That is why fathers are really, really not appreciated or celebrated a lot. These are some of the reason why. You see, there's also, you realize that the women, most men will come home without buying stuff for their kids, even though maybe it's the man that will give the money. But what
Yeah.
happens is that women that buys the stuff for the kids and stuff like that. So it's about time that men will also start doing those things. When you go out and you see something, it's not only the responsibility of your wife. You can also do the same. The issue is if you want your kids to come closer to you, is the way you behave that will let your kids come closer to you. If not, we will forever be saying that, oh, mothers are being loved more than the men.
Well,
I know there are some men out there that are more than mothers. Their kids
yeah.
don't joke with them, you see. But majority think, oh, my kids have to be afraid of me. When I come home, everybody have to keep quiet. People have to start reading. You see, sometimes the kids will be with their moms. They won't be reading. They won't be doing their homework. Immediately the dad steps in. Everybody, those that need to do their homework, they'll be doing. Those that need to do their house chores,
It's
they'll be
called a
doing.
good cup and a bad cup.
So it's sometimes the way that the family handles the kids. That is why it's like we pay more emphasis on our mothers more than our dads. But there are so many things that our dads have been doing to us. And one thing to that bothers a lot is women pay attention to almost everything.
Right.
If you are not careful, your dad will even forget of your birthday, but your mom will never forget. You see, there are some things that women pay attention to that men don't pay attention to, and that is also affecting us. So that is some of the problems and some of the situations. I think there are so many things that goes on that sometimes we don't care about so many things, and that affects us. So that
I
will let.
think
Mhm.
I think the strength of a woman is just um unsurpassed. You know, it's like right now in this present age or this
Mhm.
present times, the man will go to work, the woman will go to work, the man comes home, puts his leg on the table, he's watching sports, and this woman still has to care for the household and care for the children. You know, you will see the woman cooking, going to bathe the children, try and tell them to do their homework, make sure they go to bed on time. Whilst the man is just sitting there, he's waiting for his food and finish eating. This woman will still have to come and move, and then she's helping to also pay the bills in the house. You know, I see you want to say something.
You see, the issue is, I always say this: most men pick and choose. They pick things that they think will satisfy them, and they forget about the rest. And that mentality, those days that we will say men are head of the house, so they don't do this, they don't do that. Those days, women were housewives, so they were home most of the time. It's the men that goes and come. But these days, it's not like that. The men are working, the women are working.
Yes.
So any man that behaves that way, I will say it's not good. It's not a good behavior. It's not a good attitude. As married couples, you have to support each other.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you support each other. Let's say you want your night to be a good night, and you are allowing your wife to cook and do everything. Maybe you came home early. If you want to spend a good time with your wife, you could have supported your wife, so your wife will finish early. Then you can have your private life together. But this is the situation. You want your bedtime to be nice. At the end of the day, you're not supporting your wife.
Yes.
Then when you get to the
she's in the
bedroom,
kitchen
or
alone. I know.
sometimes you will get angry and say, oh, you are in late, you don't pay attention to me. If you want your wife to pay attention to you, you support with the household job, because she works, you also work. So there's nothing wrong for you to support your wife. So these are some of the things that we don't do. And you see, because men don't do those things, they don't get more attached to their kids.
Yeah.
There can be a guy watching or listening that maybe has never spent an hour with a kid before, but thank God this COVID came. So right now, everybody has to stay home. And even with this, some of the men still isolate themselves. They'll go to basement. Maybe if they live in a house, they go hide in the basement. They'll be doing their own thing. No, it's wrong. It's wrong. Those things are wrong. You just have to support everything at home. If you really, really want to enjoy your marriage and you want your kids to appreciate you as a dad, you have to support with everything. You have to make sure you know what your kids are eating.
Yeah.
You have to know the time they're sleeping. It's like you don't have to just go chill outside. Then anytime you come home, your kids will be sleeping. Then all the burden is your wife. No, we have to share responsibilities. Well, that is me.
That's
because
good.
in every rational marriage, that is how it should be. Every rational marriage, that is how it should be. If it's like that, we won't have situations like this.
Right. If I have to come in here also to talk about why fathers are less celebrated, I think I will say some of the mothers are responsible for that. Apart from what Sean said, wait till father gets back for like homework, disciplinary, action will be taken by the father. Also, sometimes the mothers badmouth the fathers to the children. Yes. They said so many negative things about the father. Some people even will go all the way back before the children or the child was born. Whatever happened and what the father did, and when the father wasn't there, the whole 9 years, and sometimes added some stories. And that is very bad on some of our women. I always say, no matter what, let karma take its place and let the father show his true colors to the child. As a mother, don't be the one to, say negative things about the father to the child, because it might backfire that whatever that you had said, the father will change before the child, and the child might see the mom as the bad one.
Right.
Because everybody wanted to look good in certain areas and certain places. So the child might say, oh, nani in mami ke asomo aje na kan again. And I say me mami ni okan me papa wono na ntisa. So most of the time, the reason why fathers are less being celebrated is because of the mothers. The mothers destroy the fathers to the child or the children in the house, and it's very, very, I will say, bad. So some of our women who have that habit, even to the point, if the father is not present in the house and you are the mother and the father, never ever try to destroy the father to the child and say your father is evil, your father is that, your father is this. No, don't put that seed or built that thing into that child, then even the child will not even give the dad an opportunity for him to explain himself. Then the child will take it a World Cup and say, my dad is evil and I don't want to see my dad involved in anything that I do. And I think you women, you have to stop that.
Okay, viewers.
My sister Marcy, you can take it from here.
We are going to take a little break and we'll be right back. Let's take a little break right now. Don't go anywhere.
Enjoy your day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
I'm so grateful for the gift of life. I love you so. Happy Father's Day. Papa, I'm so grateful for the gift of love. I love you so. Happy Father's Day. Papa, there is your day. Enjoy your day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Papa, there is your day. Enjoy your day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Thank you for protecting. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
Are you looking for photography service for your upcoming event? Is it a wedding, an engagement, or a special event? Look no further. Jojo Texan Images is here. Hire him today for great quality pictures, a quality service provided on the day, and a great personality. Jojo Texan Images is on social media. Follow him Instagram and Facebook at Jojo Texan Images or call him 312-450-5235 and book your appointments today. Jojo Texan Images. Simply excellent. Book him now.
It's here for Mechiamo God's afternoon. Yes, fellow Ghanaians, this is a public service announcement. No need to get excited. Your watch it stays the same. It's in the brown box now. Look at it right there in the green leaf. Beyonce sign. Why? Mamunsru. Yep, Rocks watch it. The watch it in a jar, that's a specialist. Ja, you see, yep. We got a huge contract. This is for hotels and folks from out of town. Yep. Mamunsru. Environmentally friendly. Stays hot. I got plastic. I gotta go. But this is not for you. I mean, you got a choice, but your choice, your watch it stays the same. It's Mamunsru. Rocks watch it. The original is there. In the Selcoma demo. Yep. Powder fufu kremu DM from so. Hey, who's that? Anyway, we open right now. It's lunchtime. The number to call is 0244-676742, 0244-797911. Rocks watch it to the world. Catch them and see if find the World Cup. Yes, yeah, do be a bit paiju.
To advertise with us, donate sponsorships and suggestions, email us at trendafricatv@gmail.com or call us on 773-312-0318 or 773-756-6678. Remember to also follow and like us as Trend Africa TV on Facebook so you can always catch us live. On Instagram as Trend Africa TV 123 or subscribe to our YouTube channel as Trend Africa TV and click on the notification button to watch previous shows. You can also visit our website for your African news, entertainment, fashion and sports updates on www.trendafricaonline.net. Trend Africa TV, redefining Africa.
Hello, viewers, and welcome to the Woman Talk Show on Trend Africa TV. My name is Empress Mausi, and I am being joined here by Mr. Nick Lotte and the beautiful King Mama from New York. Mr. Nick Lotte, who find out New York?
New Jersey.
Oh, New Jersey. Okay,
Yeah.
New York and New Jersey are just one place anyway.
The same.
Anyway, Mr. Nick Lotte, I don't know if you are a father, but when I was reading about this show, statistics shows that fathers tend to be more absent in a child's life, especially in times like this. Fathers are likely to leave the family and leave the children on the woman, and then they try to take care of the child from a distance. But there is more to taking care of a child than just having occasional visits with that child. What are fatherly duties, if I may ask? What are some I don't know if you're a father yourself.
You purposely don't have to be a father before you can take care of someone, because fatherhood is like, when we talk of a father, somebody that can take care of someone, it's like you bringing that person closer to you, you building a bond with someone. You see, normally it's not everybody that can be a father. Somebody can be a father, but building that bond will not be there. So it purposely doesn't have to be, once you extend that love to an external person, another kid, because you can have some people in your life that you see them as that. Why? Because they appreciate you, they bring you closer to them, they make you feel comfortable when you are with them. I just didn't want to, it's okay, because I was about to bring your situation, even though you said you don't click with your dad. There might be an elderly dad in your life, yes, somebody in your life that you click very well, you feel more attached, that bond is there, you see. Right. So that is the situation. Being a dad doesn't mean the person will automatically bond with the child, because some are just producers. They just produce and they forget about it. Then they move on. You see, all these things will let our mothers be loved more than the men. Some of the fathers are running away from responsibilities.
Yes.
As a dad, you and your wife have to share responsibilities when it comes to taking care of your kids.
Right.
But you see, sometimes some people, it's not like that, because they want to go have their private life out there. So they decide to leave the kid with the mom. So the mom will be doing everything. With situations like this, how do you expect your child to love you? They won't love you. It doesn't matter. You see, sometimes you can be buying them big gifts and so many things, but that is not what they want.
Yeah.
that closeness. And you spend maybe one day with them who make any change in their life. So at the end of the day, they will grow to love their moms more than you. If you really, really want your kids to love you, you also have to play a role. You sometimes have to take them to school, pick them up, take them to their games. It's not everything that the mom have to do for them.
Right.
So that is something that we need to do. And you see, sometimes the dads too. The issue is the way dads treat their wives. If you treat your wife badly and your kids see those things, it's not sending a good message to them.
Right. Right.
Once you make them feel you don't love their mom, they also develop some hatred for you. It's not always that sometimes the mom will be saying negative things about the husband, but the way you treat their mom, how bad you let them feel when they are around. You don't even know the kids are there, then you start shouting, you start misbehaving. Sometimes even throwing your hands, abusing them here and there. All those things that is a good message across. So it is something that we always need to be very careful. When it comes to taking care of the kids, it's the responsibility of the two of you. So if you are a dad at home and you are not doing all those things, the bond is not there. The bond is not there. For you to build that bond, then you have to get involved with the kids. You also have to take some responsibility. You see, sometimes you can even cook for them. Let them know the difference. Oh, Dad, this type of food, we don't like you to cook it. At least you made an effort. You see, let them see that difference.
I know.
That shows that you're making an effort. But there are some parents and men, they won't even do that for their kids.
I know.
You see, they will be home and the kids will be saying they are hungry. Then they will say, call your mom. Your mom that is at work.
For your mom to come.
Why can't you take that decision and do something for the kids? You see, when we keep on doing all those things, it's really not going to let us be appreciated. They won't celebrate the men more. And it doesn't matter. You see, everybody loves their mom. Everybody loves their mom. You see, at a point in time, I think it's changing a little bit. The women like their boys more, and the men tend to like their women. And why? Most of the men, because of that mindset, that bad intentions that they have, that bad mindset, or somebody will be coming after their female kids. So they try to have some bond. If that is the type of bond you try to have for your kid, then it's a wrong one. That is a conditional bond. Exactly. It doesn't have to be a conditional bond. That love has to be real. It doesn't matter if somebody is coming or nobody is coming. Just show that love. So that is what men are lacking.
I like it. Kim Mama, do you have any questions for Niclaude?
Come again.
Do you have any questions for Niclaude?
I think we bombarding Niclaude too much. One former one trouble too much. But no. I will take it from. I will take it from where you kind of left off.
Yeah, okay.
As talking about a father stepping up to do some of the house chores, do some cooking. Instead of telling the child, wait for your mom or call your mom what you're going to eat for today, you can step in. I can say, that, I was kind of spoiled. I'll share secrets. My ex cook better than I do. So I depend on and he liked to put all this. He loves to cook, and he will make different dishes and stuff. So sometimes I also cook, and when I cook, then the children will say, "Oh ma, when only any I get fear I don't get and go now." So I said, "Okay, get that on now." But the money that you see, so sometimes also it's the children's mouth that makes some of the dad refuse to cook because maybe they are not expert, expert cooker, and they're trying their best. Then these children will not even eat the food, and it makes the father or the dad feel so bad. So he say, wait for your dad.
What you are saying is very true. However, I feel like even when they cook and it's not good, it's the effort that matters to me.
Yeah.
It's the effort, and these are memories. They are going to grow up one day and sit there and be like, "Oh, do you remember when one day Dad cooked this food for us and almost killed us?" They will sit down and laugh about things like this and look at sometimes you remember things people have done, experiences you've had with people, and then it puts a different light on them. You look at them and like, you know what? I really love this man. He went through a lot for me. You understand? So all these things, whether he cooks and it's not even good, it's he shouldn't be discouraged. He should keep trying and trying to get better, because the more he's going to be practicing, definitely, as long as he doesn't kill the children, I think it should keep on keeping on.
But the children will eat, my dear sister Mousy. The children will not eat the food. The children.
Okay, so we're going to read some comments. Mr. Niclote, someone wants to know if you are single. This was a private message. They want to know if you are single because they can tell you are going to be a very good husband.
Yeah, I think I am, but I'm not single.
Oh, you're not single?
Yeah, I'm not single.
You are very married, very, very, very married. Okay.
Very
married. Okay. So let's read some of the comments. We would like to thank Senna Hetty, Parkwesi Sam for joining us. Mali Black Men Rock. Thanks for also watching us. And she says, fathers are to provide, to lead, and stand their grounds, and they are to protect. Senna Hetty also said, well said. Didi says, just produce. Now I know. Marie Black Men Rock. Right. A man can be a sperm donor, but it takes a real God-fearing man to be a father. Maoli Yaukujao, thanks for watching. Johnny Woods, thanks for joining us. Mr. Parkwesi Sam, that is our president of the Ghana National Council. He says, women in general are the ultimate. That's why we celebrate Mother's Day better, period. So those are some of the comments from our viewers. Viewers, please continue to share the page and invite, and we're going to continue with the conversation right now. Mr. St. John, Mr. Niclote, I'm someone that in my free time I watch a lot of investigative discovery, where the women, sometimes you listen to some of these crime stories where the woman it takes the man to child support, and the man keeps paying this child support, but the woman don't want the man to see the child. She only wants the money from child support, but don't want the man to see the child. And then it gets to a point, the man gets very angry, gets a gun, goes to the house, kill the woman, or sometimes some of them even kill the children, because this child support thing is really getting out of hand. Can you speak to that effect if you can?
Okay. You see, that is all about the negative messages or the communications that sometimes some of the mothers send across, which is not good. And the whole issue is, it doesn't matter if you're taking child support or anything. You have to share responsibility of the kids. You see, sometimes some of the parents think, especially the women think, oh, when we do that, they will turn out not to love their fathers. But let me tell you, right now, the world is changing. They will grow to an age that you can't decide for them anymore. If they want to see their dad, they will go see the dad.
Right.
So it's better for you that initially, even though there is separation, when it comes to taking care of the kids, share that responsibility. Whenever the husband wants to come in and pick the kids, allow the husband, because there is no way they will do anything bad to their kids. But sometimes you realize that some of the moms, because they're having an issue with the husband, or they've separated, they don't want the kids to see their dads. At the end of the day, you might take full control of them, but when they grow up, they will still go look for their dads, because sometimes you see, with even this Father's Day and Mother's Day situation, they will love to also go show their appreciation to their dad. So they will still go see their dad, even though what they will do for the mom might be a big surprise and stuff like that. They will still love to. So I will encourage each and everyone. If you and your partner separate, that doesn't mean you are enemies.
Right.
And even I think it's kids that do that. If you do that, you are not matured enough. Because when everything was okay, you were cool with your man. Now that there is a problem, maybe a misunderstanding, you both of you decided, okay, we can't move on anymore. Why should you do that to your man? At the end of the day, you have kids. If you don't have kids, that one fine, because anyone goes his or her own way. But there is kids. Do something for the kids.
And what is painful is they invest so much into these children, like you were saying, and the children grow and they still go and take care of the father that you made them, you told them not to even go near. They end up going to take care of the father that they not even spend a cent in their life.
Yeah.
Whether he's an alcoholic or not, and then we need to stop letting the children fight our fight for us. What happened between me and your father is none of your business. You are still going to have to respect your father, because your father is your father.
So then I will agree with what Key Mama said. That negativity, always telling our kids, oh, your dad is this, your dad is that, we have to stop. The mothers also have to stop.
Yeah.
Because if we don't stop it, it's not going to help us. And at the end of the day, who benefits? Nobody benefits. If you don't build that good relationship, nobody benefits. You will be bothering your mind with those issues, always coming up with stories, making things difficult. It will help you.
So also one thing fathers do that also push them away from being celebrated is the fact that a mother can never deny their child, but fathers are always denying their children.
The irresponsible ones.
Yeah, sometimes you even tell them I'm pregnant. They're like, that pregnancy is not mine. Go and look for the father. That would be very painful.
Yep.
Mommy.
But then when the child becomes somebody important in the future, now they want to beat their chest and be like, that's my son, or that's my daughter, or that's my, which is very, very, very sad. Key Mama, are you okay?
No sound.
No sound.
Yeah, I get you. Today I have my boss in the house and trying to give me direct my show today. So you can see my head is going like this and some signs, because I don't want to put my action on live. But anyway, let me give you a scenario. Why sometimes the mothers also, avoided that.
Mm-hmm.
There was once a time, a couple, two lovers that I knew, they were together, everything was going all right. They bought a house and they have children, beautiful children. For some reason, then whatever happened, separation kicked in. Then when separation kicked in, bad mouthing to the kids here and there, it happens that the mother has to take the children. It's always like that. We women will try to claim the children, to take the children with us, because personally, I will not leave my child to the father. No, I would take them. That's my own. Although it's us, but I'm the mother. You can disagree. It takes two to tango, but I carry the load. So you know what happened? The man got another woman. And you know what? Anytime the children wanted to go and visit, the father would tell, which is the children's father, would tell the mother, the ex, you don't come to the house, stay outside so the children can come inside. So the mother will hang around in the car and the children will go inside. When the children return, the children will say, Ma, Dad says so much, bad stuff about you in front of the other woman. So the fathers also contribute. That's, some hatred, because the children will find out that why are you disgracing our mother to another woman? So that is also the contribution why some fathers are being neglected by their children. Because once they got another woman in their lives, they wanted to paint a beautiful picture by destroying the other woman in front of the children,
right,
thinking that they're doing a wonderful job, but they didn't know that destroying themselves. Because the same woman that you have now, if it's a woman who reasoned deeply, will realize that this man is no good. Oh. Once it does to my fellow woman, will do it to me. But sometimes love also is blind and it blocks the ears too. So sometimes the father are also cause why they are not being celebrated by their children. Because whatever that you put or you nurture into the children, their younger age, it sticks to them forever. It sticks to them. They might try to come closer and be nice and everything, but they remember when they were young and helpless that they can't do anything. So once they get mature, that is when they try to rebel against the father. Because now they are on their own, like Mausi said, I'm matured, I'm grown up, and I can make my decision. Who do you think you are? Now, they will be acting on when they were younger and the way you treated them. So fathers, if you're out there and you're that type, use woman-to-woman platform, whatever that we talk about here, it's not something that we make up. It's something that is happening every day in our lives, in our home, in our society. Take something from it. Like Pakwe, she said, like women are supposed to celebrate it. If I wanted to put it in the right, for Pakwe, she said, women in general are the ultimate. That's why we celebrate mothers. Yes, but we also have to celebrate
the fathers too. Yeah,
because some fathers are great. Are there like some that I know they sacrifice, and some women, for some reason, I don't know whether it's postpartum depression or something, they can abandon their children and disappear.
Oh yes.
And the father will be the mother and nurture these children all by themselves. So also it also goes, since we are women to women and we're talking about fathers, I also tell the women that when you go into relationship and the children are not yours, try to be a good moderator. Don't try to push the children away from their father for you, because you are the queen of the house, but draw them closer. The more you draw them closer, the more they have love for you and they have love for the father, and they will remember that. Press Mousy, you can take it from here.
Okay. Can I come in?
Yeah, you can come in, Mr.
Okay. There is one thing too that I would like to talk about. We need to be matured. You see, sometimes, especially with our community, we always have the eye to see bad things. We always feel like when there is separation, we have to talk bad against our partners. So that is also a mindset that is really affecting us. Whenever there is separation, the partners become enemies. And this person will start bashing this one will also start saying negative.
So.
It shouldn't be so. You have to behave as matured people. The whole issue is, I always say, when you get married to someone and you come out later on to say those negative things about their partner, then it means you yourself, you are not wise. Because you were that same person that was with that person. So if there is separation, there is a misunderstanding, and you come out and say you are this, you are that, you are this, you are that, you yourself, you are not somebody to be trusted. You are not somebody to be respected.
Right.
Anybody that comes, well, to me, if you come out of a relationship, then you come to disgrace your wife or your husband. I don't see you to be a matured person. This is not there. You just have the head, but whatever is in there, it's not good. Yes. So that is some of the things that we normally do that is not helping. It's like, especially I would say Ghanaians, we always want to talk negative things about people.
About people, yes.
You see, we always want to show we are the good people. I'm this, I'm that, but this person is so and so, this person is not good. That attitude, that mindset, until we change that mindset, there is no way that we're going to have peace. So we need to change that. And like, I support what Pakwesi said. It doesn't matter what the men will do. Mothers will forever be loved more than men. Because what mothers can do for their kids, the patience that mothers will have, always mothers, you see, sometimes your dad can even ignore you. But with moms, it doesn't matter what the situation is. They will still love you.
Yes.
You see, sometimes men want people to see they're tough. Then at the end of the day, they tend to regret.
Yeah.
So I support that statement. Women will forever, mothers will forever be loved. It doesn't matter what men will do. And the whole issue is, you see, some of the men don't care if they are not appreciated.
Right.
They really, really don't care. To be frank with you, you see, let's say with your birthdays and stuff like that, the way women want their days to be so special, sometimes men don't like it that way. That is why sometimes you surprise them and they don't seem to be surprised. So you see, sometimes it's normal. It's normal with the men. Yeah, it's normal. You see, it's like men always want to be the tougher people in the family. So it's part of them. So if they are not being celebrated more, I think it's all those things, because we don't appreciate some things. Some men even don't appreciate their wives in the presence of their kids. But when there is a problem, that is why you will see the men shouting. But when they do something nice for them, they don't appreciate their wives in the presence of their kids.
Right.
And I think I just said earlier on, it's like what the kids see. When the kids realize that you love their moms, it makes them also feel comfortable and feel loved.
Yes.
So that love that you are giving to their mom will be extended to you as well. But if you are that, you see, correct. I know of a kid that recently said that she doesn't want to get married to a man like his dad.
Father.
So that means that means the dad has portrayed something that is not good. And we just have to understand and know that the kids do learn from whatever happens at home. That is why sometimes the words we use towards our partners, we have to be very watchful. We have to, the whole issue, before anything will come out of your mouth, go slow, analyze it, and see that whatever is coming out of my mouth is going to help whoever is around. But it shouldn't be something that is going to degrade the person. So that attitude of always bringing people down, you see, we take all those things into our family, into our marriages, towards our kids. We want our kids to feel they are nobody. I'm this, I'm that. That mentality, that mindset, we need to change. And if we change from those mentality and mindset, I think we will have about 60%, or we will be celebrated 60% closer to our mothers. Because right now, to be frank with you, a lot of people do forget about Father's Day. But Mother's Day, you will always remember. Sometimes you hear people say, oh, Father's Day, oh, okay, Father's Day is around the corner. And you just imagine, let's say those days back home in Ghana, we really don't celebrate our fathers.
And you know, Mother's Day is announced so much that you cannot say you forgot or you did not know about it or you didn't hear about it. Because if somebody tells you they forgot about it, that means that person really doesn't care about celebrating. They really don't care about you.
Yeah.
You know, so it makes you want to wonder, oh, am I being appreciated or not? You know, sometimes it's not even the gift, just calling the person to check up on them. Anyway, Mother's Day should be every day anyway. We should appreciate our parents every day. Just that day is a day that you use an opportunity to also buy them something really nice to you know, just for the niceness of the celebration. You know, I have been friends with other races. I've been friends with other races, and sometimes I go to their houses and the man is bathing the kids, the woman is in the kitchen, or vice versa. And then together they are all making popcorn. They come and sit down and they are watching TV together as a family. It's just beautiful. But when I go into the African homes, there's always, you know, I never see unity. You know, the man is somewhere, the woman is somewhere, the kids are, you know. So I'm like, is sometimes sticking to our culture and tradition. Is it affecting our relationships? Because sometimes we stick so much to culture that, for instance, I was watching a movie the other time. Somebody wanted to marry someone, and the mom said no, the dad said no. At the end of the day, they couldn't be together. And then the message of the story was like, do not hold on to tradition so much that it starts affecting the way we live, the way we think. You know, so what can you say to that too? Hanging on to culture and it's not supporting our relationships. Like a man can say, it is not
No.
You know,
No.
You know, I hear things like that and I get really discouraged because
no, don't be discouraged. You see, those olden days that they say Obana Shefie, those things, the women didn't work.
But we are still holding on to those.
That is why I say pick and choose. The men do pick and choose. They pick what is good for them, but they don't think of the other partner.
Exactly.
You see, men most of the time are manipulators. They always want to manipulate the situation. You see, that is why it's like that. But it shouldn't be that way.
Right.
It shouldn't be that way. With me, it shouldn't be that way. And I think we need to change from that. Let me go back to traditionally. See, those olden days that we've been seeing pictures. We see the mothers maybe with a baby at the back carrying some firewood and stuff like that. Yes, and some of the women will say, no, it's not good, it's abuse, is this. There was a reason for all those things.
Right.
During those days, when they go to the farms, the men will be doing the hard work. So the wives themselves decide. After all, the food that they are bringing on, the stuff that they are bringing is just something little. So I will do it. Do you know why they do that? For the man to have extra strength, because in the night there's going to be a game. You see, all those people, just that sometimes we don't understand them. Then we will just pick some of it and say, oh, a man, yes, a man. It's not like that. There was a reason for everything. If you are to sit down with these elderly people and ask them some of the reasons of some of the things that they do, you will understand and you won't pick and choose. There was a reason.
And then when the women try to talk about it, oh, my husband, you know, you go to work, I go to work. When we come, can you help me in the kitchen? Can you help me cook? Oh, you are nagging. What kind of woman is this, always nagging? And you can't cook for us to eat. If you can't cook, stop, don't cook. You know, things like that. It's like
okay.
Even the game at night, even the women are still taking over the game at night too. So what is their problem?
Wow.
One issue is, you see, our approaches to things also affect us. How we approach, how we handle situations. That is also a problem. And with our community, we think if something is not working out well, we should be angry and express it. So that is what brings the problem. The issue is when you go to your wife and you start talking to her angrily, it is that same response you will get back.
Exactly, yeah.
The issue is if you don't want to be treated badly, treat your partner also nicely.
I know.
That idea of we using anger to express our feelings is not helping us.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what is creating most of the problems. We feel, to express your dislike for something, you need to be angry. You have to frown your face. No, that shouldn't be the case. That is why you see, it's sometimes as married couples and even family with the kids, sometimes you have to have family meetings.
Exactly.
That is something that every family have to develop in their family.
It's very important. Yes.
It's very, very important, because the more you do those things, the more you learn from your partner. You learn what they like and what they don't like, things that maybe you did right and things that you didn't. Then you adapt and adjust. You change to that. Even though you can't let your partner change to be like you, but they can adapt to some of your stuff, and you will also adapt to some of their stuff. That is how it should be.
Okay, viewers. At this point, we will take a little break, and we'll be right back. My eyelashes are falling off, so I'm going to use some glue to put it back on, and we'll be right back. Hang in there.
Are you looking for photography service? Are you looking for photography service for your upcoming event? Is it a wedding, an engagement, or a special event? Look no further. Jojo Texan Images is here. Hire him today for great quality pictures, a quality service provided on the day, and a great personality. Jojo Texan Images is on social media. Follow him Instagram and Facebook at Jojo Texan Images, or call him 312-450-5235 and book your appointments today. Jojo Texan Images. Simply excellent. Book him now.
Yo, what's up, boy? This be your boy Bashir Nanya, aka our Gang Boss, aka Mr. Roro. Right now, I'm live on Trans Africa TV. Keep it locked, don't touch it. Our Gang Boss, 1 year second.
Wagwan, people of the world, I go by the name Mafia, aka Young Bass. And I'm representing right now for Trend Africa TV with your one and only Royal Black Jesus. Watch Trend Africa TV this and every Wednesday live on Facebook. You see what me are talking about? I'm a say so. Bless up.
What it do, my people? It's your boy Kingsley Ego B, aka King the Preacher, aka the Peacemaker, aka the joy of the people is my peace of mind. You are now watching Trend Africa. Don't touch that dial. If you won't touch her. Come on there. Keep watching Trend Africa. We are here. Africa has come to stay. Don't touch that dial. One love. Keep watching. Ratata.
What's up? What's up? I go by the name of Mo Beats Banger, and you are watching Trend Africa TV. You dig?
To advertise with us, donate sponsorships and suggestions, email us at trendafricatv@gmail.com or call us on 773-312-0318 or 773-756-6678. Remember to also follow and like us as Trend Africa TV on Facebook so you can always catch us live. On Instagram as Trend Africa TV 123 or subscribe to our YouTube channel as Trend Africa TV and click on the notification button to watch previous shows. You can also visit our website for your African news, entertainment, fashion, and sports updates on www.trendafricaonline.net. Trend Africa TV, redefining Africa.
Hello again, everyone. This is Empress Mousy on Trend Africa TV. This is the woman to woman talk show. We will be bringing this live feed every other Thursday. Be sure to always like our pages and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram. And you can always catch us live when we come on these shows. We have really, really resourceful, very good, resourceful people who are always volunteering to, advise and give us information on Trend Africa. And you don't want to miss out. So please like our pages and follow us. So, Mr. St. John, I want to ask you. Anyway, Marcus is asking you, hey, my brother, are you still debating this woman? Never win.
I know. I will never win.
Mr. Marcus is we are not debating. We are just, it's just a healthy discussion. He is actually a very resourceful person, and we hope we can have him back on the show one day. Mr. Nick Lotte, what are you putting in place, in your life or in your household for you to remain a relevant husband and father to your children? What are you doing right?
Okay, I think the best thing to do is bring everybody together, share responsibilities. Even you can share responsibilities with the kids because it's even a form of training. You're preparing them for a better time ahead. So sharing responsibilities, trying to show them the love, making them feel very comfortable when they are communicating with you. There is nothing like whatever they are saying or what he or she said to you, it's not right. The issue is everybody has an opinion and everybody has a perspective that he or she may see something. So one, you need to have patience. Never interrupt someone when he or she is talking. Before you can make any comment, let that person complete whatever he or she is saying before you have a word. Pay attention to everything at home. Pay attention to everything at home. Make sure you have the eye to identify good stuff. It's about time everybody at home have the eye to identify those good things their partners are doing, those good things the kids are doing. We've been concentrating so much on the negativity and it's not helping us. It's rather bringing us down. So let us concentrate right now. Let's stay positive. Let's stay focused as well too. And make sure that whatever that is coming out of our mouth, it's something that is going to encourage the family. I think if we are able to do these things and appreciate our partners very well, it will really, really help us.
So is the man still the head of household?
Yes, the man will be the head of the household. You being the head of the household doesn't make you a dictator. You being the head of the household, it's not a master and a subject.
You like that, sis?
It's not about, you see, if you want to be comfortable at home, treat your wife well. Your wife will also treat you well.
Right.
I think the secret is to being friends. You know, you need to because if I have a friend, like sometimes I see women sitting at home and their husbands are paying all the bills and going to work, and they are sitting at home, right? And maybe the kids have gone to school, they are just sitting at home. Sometimes I ask them, your husband is doing 2 or 3 jobs, he's always away from home. Aren't you worried that you are not spending enough time with your husband? Why don't you take some of the load off him, so that instead of him doing 2 jobs, you are doing 1, he is doing 1, you guys get a day off together and you spend time together, and then spend time with the children too. But hey, what do I know? That is just my thinking. Or sometimes you see your wife in the kitchen, she's cutting carrots, cutting tomatoes, cutting onions. You can come and be like, sweetheart, what can I do? What can I do to cut? What can I cut for you to help? So that she can finish early and you guys can spend time together.
Yep.
You know, but our African home, oh my God, I cannot, I can't.
We will learn, don't worry. Like Johnny Wood says, being a housewife is not, it's a lot of work. We don't appreciate women enough. I think also I agree with Johnny Woods, you know, being a woman and staying home full time. And on top of that, if you find yourself working full time also, it's kind of like crazy. So I think as we all talking about the fathers being less celebrated, maybe if the men celebrated and pamper us all when it's their turn, their turn to be celebrated, we will also blow it up. So maybe this should be the beginning, that we should be extra pampered. Then we also start promoting the men like we are doing now. We're promoting them gradually, bringing an awareness that, hey, if you are not that type that you celebrate your wife or, your mother, then this is the time you have to. So men will be more celebrated. Otherwise, I think you're going to be at one corner for a very long, long time.
I would say men need a total change of mind. Their way of doing things.
They do.
If they are able to change those things, they will receive or they will have the best time with their partners.
With their partners,
and
exactly.
They shouldn't feel that. Don't create that fairness at home. You should be friends, like the way my dear sister said. If you see the way you feel comfortable talking to your friends out there, feel that same comfortable with your wife.
Yeah.
If we are able to do those things, I think it's really, really going to help us. And the issue is, you see, in every marriage, you need to understand each other. When you come to my marriage, maybe you will say men are supposed to iron, right?
Yes.
I don't iron anything.
No, pick up the garbage. Pick up the garbage.
Oh, okay. You see, I don't do those things. It's my wife that irons everything for me. But that doesn't mean that maybe with your marriage, you can have that same situation.
Exactly. Everybody.
Not two relationships are the same. So that comparisons that we've been doing, it's really not helping us.
Exactly.
So we should stop comparing. The whole issue is, you see, marketing can be applied anywhere. Take your wife as your client, and your wife should take you as a client. You have to do anything possible to please your wife, and your wife should also do anything possible to please you.
Mm-hmm.
If we are able to do those things, it's really, really going to help us. And let us stop. You see, at the end of the day, If I cook for my wife, when I step out, who knows I did cook? If I don't tell you this, or even if something happens at home, and I tell my wife I'm sorry, even if I kneel down and tell my wife I'm sorry, when I get outside, have they written sorry on my forehead, or have they written on my forehead that I just said I'm sorry to my wife? No. So you see, there are some things that we need to put aside and understand that we are equal. Let us treat each other equally. Fairness and equality.
Right.
Is the key. Fairness and equality. Sharing power and responsibility. If we are able to do all these things, we can have a better marriage. We should add family meetings to our relationship. It can be weekly. You see, sometimes we need to ask our wives, what did I do that you don't like? The same thing should happen with you. By asking those questions, then it means you are prepared to change. Because don't go and ask that question and keep doing those things that
Trust me,
told you should not like.
You know when you bring up a concern and the person doesn't seem to be bothered about it, how do you move on from there? Do you just be like, you know what, let me just stop marrying the person, or should I just move away from the person? Or do you just keep banging on the same issues? Can you please do this? I don't like this. Can you please do this? Or what do you do?
Okay, you see, when we have any issues at home, our approach is one thing. How we approach our partners if there is a situation. And you see, if it's a new thing that you're trying to introduce in the marriage, it shouldn't be imposing. It should rather be suggesting.
Right.
That is why I always say, when you guys are dating, when you start in a relationship, don't hide anything from your partner. Let everything out. If you are loud, be loud. Let that man know you are loud. Let that woman know you are loud. So that the woman, you guys will understand, this is what I'm getting. Do I like it? You see, in every relationship, you need to analyze, have a SWOT analysis. Know your strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats of your partner. If you are able to analyze those things and write them down, you will get to check and see, okay, well, I can adapt to this. I can adjust to this. I can do this to improve myself.
Right.
But sometimes it's like we don't give the room for our partners to even change, for our partners to even improve on anything. The issue is, never expect that you tell your husband, don't put your shoes here, then immediately you tell your husband,
overnight he changes.
Overnight, no. Keep on saying it. Keep on saying it. It is the same way with the kids.
This is serious.
Some of them have decided that they don't want to do it. So your approach, you should have patience. You should have patience. You see,
and then you can only change yourself. You cannot change anyone. You can change your attitude about something, you know, that is bothering you, but you cannot change that person. After a little while, you realize that person is not changing.
No. You see, sometimes some people just decide not to change.
Not to change.
Every reasonable human being, when they tell you they don't like this, you have to change. Maybe it might not happen overnight, but you have to know that this is something that my wife doesn't like.
Right.
Okay, with me, well, I don't know, but just with you, I just want to know. You realize that sometimes you say to yourself, I don't want to do this. Immediately you're about to do that, the first thing that rings on your mind, I'm the one that said I don't want to do this.
I don't want to do this, right?
It is that same way that when your wife or your husband tells you, Ajua, I don't like this. Once you are about to do that same thing, it comes on your mind. But because you want to prove that, oh, I'm this, I'm strong, I am who I am, then you will do it.
I mean,
So whoever tells you they can't change, they're lying. You can change, but they refuse to change.
Right. Okay, Mr. Niclote, I
Yeah.
have a friend in another
Go.
state, right? And
Yeah.
this friend once in a while calls me to, talk about problems that are bothering him. So he's married a beautiful African American woman. This woman don't work; she's at home. He is the breadwinner, so he goes to work, comes back, and then he has to also cook. And a couple of times I've visited them. He's cooking and she's sitting in the living room watching TV, or she's going to tell him, "Oh, what are we eating today?" And then he'll be like, "Oh, I'm making jollof rice." "Oh, good. I want to eat some jollof rice. I'm going to go for a walk now. I'm going to go work out, and when I come back, then we can have dinner." Then I am like, "Wow, really?" But this same man, if I was married to him, would not do that for me.
It's our mind. It's our mind. You see, it's all about the way sometimes we see things. Let's take Ghana for instance. When they see, if you are in Ghana and you see a white man, the way you behave, you see that attitude. If it's like that mindset is really bothering us. If it's our own, we treat that person differently. If it's not our own, we try to be nice or something like that. That is our problem.
And that is wrong.
Yes, it's wrong.
And here in the Western world, they rather treat their own very well, and we the foreigners are being treated bad in some instances. You understand?
But there is this thing that most people normally say, "Oh, if I let my wife knows I love her too much, it's not good."
Take me for granted.
That is a big mistake we've been doing in our community. That's what a lot of people say. "Oh, no, there's nothing wrong because you love the person. That is why you went in for that person. So just show that love towards your wife. Show that love towards your husband. And never see your partner as a lesser person. You see, never see your partner as
competition.
Yeah, or you are better off than your partner. That is one of the things that brings the problem.
Yes.
If you think you are better off than your partner, it's going to affect the relationship. It's going to affect the marriage. Once you get into marriage, everything is the same. There's not, even if you are 10 years older than your wife, once you get married to that lady, that I'm 10 years older than you, have to end. Because at the end of the day,
if you make more than the person,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You see, when it comes to you making with more than your partner, that doesn't make you a superhuman being.
Exactly.
Well, if that money can take care of you, use that money to take care of you. You decided I want somebody at home, somebody to support me, somebody to help me. So why did you went in for your wife?
Right.
You need to do things together, come together. You see, even with financial management and stuff like that, it depends on every marriage.
Right.
Some people can put their money together, it will work. Some people, it won't work. So whatever is good for you, decide something with your partner. Some people will say, "Okay, let's put this amount on the side, then you can keep this to yourself." Fine. Whatever you guys think is good for you, just do it.
Right.
That is why I always say not two marriages are the same.
Right.
If you and your husband can do maybe all the paychecks, you put it together and it's working for you, that doesn't mean with me it's going to work for me.
It's gonna work.
Maybe with me it's going to be 2 weeks. We're putting 2 weeks together. So it's about the two of you agreeing, coming to a mutual understanding. This is how we want our money to be done. This is how we want to share our money or whatever we want to do. This is for savings. This is for spending. This is for maybe our parents. You see, all those things, you need to set up those things. So whatever that will work for your family, that is what you have to depend on. Don't compare your marriage to any marriage.
To
Period.
anybody else. Yes. Okay,
Thank you.
viewers, we are going to take a little break, and when we come back, we will bring this live feed to an end, and I will have Mr. Nick Rote give us his last word, and the beautiful Key Mama will be giving her last word too. So please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
My guys, I want to discuss some 7 things where people they talk about Corona plus you.
You put the worry. You don't know say Corona really kill black people.
Make you no make anybody lie you. Corona no dislike give anybody crap. True say it start for China, but right here, it catch everywhere where they feel kill anybody, especially people where they get some other sickness. For places like Yankee, Corona they kill black people pass. Yeah, Charlie. Some people say they talk say China people with shara do am, or it be 5G self where they cause them. But shine your eye, it no be anybody do am. We 5G too no go fit cause the sickness. The 5G self, it dey like the 4G way we all they take browse righty. It just be upgrade. People too they talk say if you get Corona we chop plain, take garlic, onion, ginger and lime, the sickness go. But this one too be lie. This thing's good for the body, mom, but don't know if it prevent or cure Corona.
So what about Sobolo?
Me self, I dey like Sobolo, but into no they do Corona nothing.
Appeal to
Corona mainly they attack the lungs, so appeal no go fit do am nothing. The truth be say, people wey dem dey booze, Corona they feel worried them, papa. People too they talk say if you cut onions put your room, Corona no go come there. But Corona no they like mosquito, where go fit kill am plus coil.
Then how we go fit protect on our body?
Corona they spread where more people self get, where they no know. So Charlie, if you no get anywhere important go, make you day house. But if you really for come out, then you for wear mask, then stay at least 2 meters away from other people. If you dey wash your hands, then use hand sanitizer more times. But I beg, make you no drink am. If you dey call for sneeze too, do for your elbow inside. Take some bleach to clean surfaces where they touch. But this no be for your body. Finally, if you feel say get Corona, make you go chop for one corner, so say no go spread am. If you get plenty rest, then drink more fluids. But if you dey make worse, then for call the emergency numbers. Charlie, this be all for today. But if I hear any other thing, I will come back to talk about them. For now, we will make sure say we go protect we, one our family, one our friends, then everybody from Corona. We all for play one apart, so say we no go increase the pressure where it dey want a healthcare system and want a healthcare professionals them at all.
But we for take responsibility and keep fighting with positivity.
Hello everyone, this is Empress Mousy on the Woman to Woman Talk Show. If you are joining us right now, welcome, but you are late. We are bringing the show to an end. However, Trend Africa still loves you, and make sure you catch our live stream on every Thursday and every other Thursday too. Right now, I am being joined by the beautiful Key Mama and Mr. Nick Rote St. John from New York, from New Jersey, and Key Mama is joining us from New York. Mr. Nick Rote, are you a marriage counselor?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. I guess you'll be counseling me for my marriage then.
No problem.
So can I?
If it's above me, I will direct you to somebody else.
I don't. The way your mouth is moving, I blah like that. I don't think anything is above you. You have answers to everything.
I hope I do.
Okay, so can our viewers contact you if they need advice?
No problem. No
okay.
problem.
So we'll be sharing his information, and please, when you are calling, please put the time differences into consideration. Don't be calling him midnight, and his wife will be thinking he has a new girlfriend, and then it will be like Trend Africa is looking for trouble for Mr. Nick. We don't want that. So that was just by the way.
I can vouch that she will never do that. I can put a stamp on it.
Mr. Nicolate, what is your last advice to our viewers before we close?
Okay. I think I would like to use this opportunity to thank Trend Africa TV for the good work you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Keep pushing. Don't look anywhere. Don't listen to anyone. Just focus. You know where you want to get to. Whatever they say around you, don't let it affect you in any way.
Anyway.
Yeah. And also, I think maybe very soon, not that maybe, very soon, I'll be joining Trend Africa TV with some of my shows.
Wow.
There's a program coming up. That is the chat talk show, which will be also be streaming on Kwame TV and on Trend African TV. So I'll be saying you guys should watch out very soon. We'll be coming up with a day and a time that will be very good for each and every one. But all I'm saying is, let us treat our partners very well. Let us appreciate our partners.
Right.
The more we appreciate them, the more they will appreciate us.
Right.
We should know how to talk. We should learn to keep quiet. We should learn to keep our mouth shut. Know when to talk and when not to talk.
Right.
Never pay attention to people that don't deserve your words. And as fathers, it doesn't matter what we do. Our mothers or the mothers out there will forever be the ultimate. But let us do our best to support them in whatever they do. And I tell you, we will have the best marriage that we want. And let us stop having the eye to identify negativity.
Right.
To me, 2020 has been a positive year for me. I don't concentrate on negativity, and I will let that be part of my life. If that is part of your life, whatever you do will be successful. That is all I can say.
Thank you so much.
And stay blessed.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nick Clotte. So right now we'll
Thank
be
you
excusing Mr. Nick
You're
Clotte.
welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mama, over to you. Can you please give us
Yes,
your last word?
Yes. At this point, I'm going to change my dialects to my native tongue. Nyeme wofe oba Trend Africa no mene sanu oba gba ke ha chameni a celebrate ameponi isa na kai me ko medu shi baby ye ejo cheme ejo nyeme hu ewo oba kase ni bibi ni oba we lofo we mo nani nke baba na peji keche diboe fe mo no fia no ni sa na-eji n'okaba achọsị n'okaba akwa obi ta flache ka akwa onga alo onga n'okele kpa iwo ni ochọsị ofe obi ya yakayaka kefe na ka bi ekedole wu amemi na mepe obuba iwo nwene ni kasemo ni wo kaseji keche jibue fe mo ogbenanu ono obi yehu ameno hemi nche kesho ogbole bi ami amma obana muku ayen aham enianom ni adofo ene agwa yedi wo Trend Africa awofo agyanom asem ne ekaye na etu de bi a ye kan bebre se agyanom no ye ngigi omoso ye celebrate omo but etu de bi efiri omo bebre enam se agyafo ni bebre no omo hye oba ni nyense a no mo ada ne mo achi no mo agya mo oba no anase sebe oni oba no ntem tete a obeka oba no ho ne makora ne maame ho ya ne nsem akire no yese ya honti na agya se owu a wasede se wo hwe oma enhwe obia anase ne obi beka emre beso ma ne a udi aye no ebeso aba na oma akaiwo sebe se omo emu ade mpo ebedu mre no omeka ise no maka se ya papa ni aye ni nyina mpo no ogina yechi eta yechi nti ye japa awofo no so ye mma no munyai agyanom ho asem eche mu ma no na mo se wom ma wom na se agya no omo nye japa ye mfa tete akwara nti ene enyumre woman to woman ye baaye a na de suasua ene ye de baaye aye bi aye ka bibi na yafom obi a mo fa nkyere ana mo fa nkyere ale no ka oba ni ono no oba wie ne otomoko no ne kekiawo chi wa bi ani oba akase ni. We are here to learn. Thank you very much for tuning in to Trend Africa. We are here Thursday and every other Thursday, this Thursday and every other Thursday. This is Key Mama. Continue, follow me on Key Mama Show. You know, I do a whole lot, tidbits here and there. And I'd like to thank my co-host, Empress Mousy, the beautiful woman I've ever seen and known on the screen. God bless you too. Hosting me as I host you, woman to woman on Trend Africa. Continue to follow Trend Africa.
Thank you. Key Mama. We'll be excusing Key Mama right now. Viewers, this has been a very dicey topic to talk about, because this issue has been issues that have been on that's been an issue that's been on people's mind. We need to celebrate our fathers too, and we the mothers can do this. It's our responsibility to help our children to also appreciate their fathers. We need to stop talking negative about our partners, or we need to stop saying negative things about fathers to their children. Because when you say things like that, the child is thinking their father is a very terrible person, so they don't appreciate and celebrate their father, no matter how terrible the man is. The fight is between you and that man. You shouldn't extend the fight to the child. The child should be left out of the chaos. That is you and the man's business. The child shouldn't be fighting the fight for the father or fighting for the mother. You just need to stay out of it. Viewers, right now it is 10:05 here in PM here in Chicago, Illinois. This has been the Woman to Woman talk show on Trend Africa TV. Guys, you can use this opportunity to come together with Trend Africa TV so that we can continue to educate and provide information to the community across the world. Right now, I would like to thank everyone that joined us on the feed and shared. And right now, please be safe, and I will see you again next Thursday. Goodbye.
Enjoy your day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
I'm so grateful for the gift of life. I love you so. Happy Father's Day. I'm so grateful for the gift of love. I love you so. Happy Father's Day. Papa, there is your day. Enjoy your day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Papa, there is your day. Enjoy your day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you for protecting. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
Before we go, I chat run. I Jericho Jama dear be disha. Yeah, you be a penny disha. And walk on a como disha. So yes, the one disha. I charan not a product.
To advertise with us, donate sponsorships and suggestions, email us at trendafricatv@gmail.com or call us on 773-312-0318 or 773-756-6678. Remember to also follow and like us as Trend Africa TV on Facebook so you can always catch us live. On Instagram as Trend Africa TV 123 or subscribe to our YouTube channel as Trend Africa TV and click on the notification button to watch previous shows. You can also visit our website for your African news, entertainment, fashion and sports updates on www.trendafricaonline.net. Trend Africa TV, redefining Africa.